Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and a new video on Farming Simulator 25. You may remember from last episode we were doing this harvest of spinach, so we're obviously continuing with that today, trying to get that finished. Got the AI worker doing the harvesting, and I will obviously continue with the carting and taking this to where it needs to go, which is I think the port, if I remember correctly. So just waiting for it to turn around, and then we'll go alongside it and get it unloaded again once it gets turned around. And then we'll probably head off and take this to the port, because we're not going to get the whole field into one load, that's for sure. We're almost half full already, and it looks like the harvester is, well, probably about half full as well, I should think, but yeah, we'll see. It should probably nearly fill the trailer, I would have thought. Just waiting to see what it's going to do. Or is it making a turn to go round the field again? Yeah, it certainly takes a while to turn around. But I think it might be near. Oh no, it's still. No, it's continuing. But when it does eventually get turned, I will try and unload it. I think it's still doing headlands, although I'm surprised because it's gone quite a few times around now. Where's it going now? Yeah, so although the new worker system is definitely better, and it doesn't tend to miss as much, it does, I think, take too long to turn. I mean, I don't know why it's doing this. Why does it not just continue with the field rather than going backwards and forwards? I think it will probably be improved more. I would hope they will continue to work on it in the future and try and perfect it. I think that's the biggest thing. I think it's a lot better, but it just needs a bit more work, I would say. I think it is still doing headlands. That's the reason it's doing this, but I don't know why it takes so long just to turn around. Or is it going back down there? Here, you can see for yourself what happens. It is too slow, I think. It's going to do that bit now. It would be quicker if I just drove it myself, I know that, but the whole point of having a helper is that it's supposed to help you, so that's why I'm using it. Where are we going to go now then? I hope it's not going to spend as long doing its turns at this corner. It probably is though. Well, eventually I'm going to get it unloaded, and then we're going to take it to the sell point. Oh, are we going to make a move? Yes, we're off, I think. That's good. Right, we'll get it unloaded then. So I'm not exactly sure how much is in there, but also I wish it didn't stop to unload. It could continue, I'm sure. We need to get it closer. Right, there we go. Finally, we're unloading. I think this will fill it by the looks of it. Oh, 95%. Well, that's close enough. We'll get that sold. So, yeah, we'll head down to the port and we will unload this spinach.
You got me tripping. Ever since I saw you, I went slipping. Didn't even know you. Couldn't even breathe without you. Got me breathless when you do all the things you do to me. You got me reckless, got me reckless when you say all the things you say to me. I know nothing ever since I wanted you. I went dripping, never even wanted to. Couldn't even breathe without you.
There we go, that's the first load taken. That did take quite a while actually, 9 minutes that took to from field to tip and then back again. Although I did stop and find a collectible, as you saw there. I always look under bridges now, there seems to be a lot under bridges. And yeah, it was right again, there's another one under there, so that's the second one I think now that I found under a bridge. So yeah, if you're looking for collectibles, I would certainly advise taking a look under all the bridges that you go over, because yeah, that's 2 now. May even be more, I don't know. Anyway, that's the next load of spinach on board. We will let it now get on with the field. I think now it's finished the headlands, it should speed up a little bit. Just keep going up and down. And then we'll come back to it when it's full and get it unloaded again. But yeah, we definitely want to be making sure we're taking full loads, because it's quite a long way to go. Didn't realise quite how far it was actually from this location. So yeah, we'll let it get on now, and we will head back to our own yard and have a look to see what is happening. So we've got 2 fields cultivated which need to be drilled, but it also needs lime, and we don't own a lime spreader. So do we try and buy one, or do we rent one, or just leave it for now? I wonder. Just having a look to see what's going on with the productions. No more pallets from the sawmill yet, but the wood beams are pretty close, so they will soon be arriving, and we can get those sold. And we've got 1 pallet of mushrooms here. So let's have a look at the price of this lime spreader. I don't know how many there are, there's nothing in the sale, well, no spreaders in the sale anyway. So where are the lime spreaders? Here we go. I'm assuming it's under fertilizer spreaders. And we've only got 4, so they've definitely got rid of some stuff, although they've added that, which is nice, but yeah, there's not as much as there was, I don't think. I mean, it looks like only 1 of them can do lime. Okay, that's a shame, but now we are going to need this, but the question is, do we buy it or do we just lease it? Because we could use it as a fertilizer spreader as well, and then we could sell our small spreader. That might be an idea. I think it probably would be a good idea. Get different tyres for it, they don't cost any more. But I don't think we're going to be extending it or any other additions, because it's just too expensive. Well, that's only £500 more, so we might do that. That's a bit more expensive. Let's go with the smaller extension then. Don't think we need to bother with the cover. That's a bit of an unnecessary expense, I think, for now anyway. So yeah, that looks alright. Well, it's a lot of money, but we're going to buy that, I think, because we're going to need it quite regularly for fertiliser and stuff, and we could use it for the fertiliser contracts, which will be good. So let's buy that, I think. At least with the some of the collectibles have helped to fund it. Well, I would like to buy more land, and that's eaten into that fund quite a bit. Okay, so where are our tractors? I think there's one already down there actually. Yes, we've already got this one down at the shop, so we can bring it back. Yeah, although I was going to sell the small one, that needs to be sold, so next time we come down to the shop I need to remember to bring the small spreader down here and get that sold. Oh, and while we're here, I will also buy some lime. That's sensible, because that's what I want to do. I want to spread some lime. I'll certainly be buying it in the bulk bags. I'm not sure how many we're going to need. I'll buy 5 for a start. I'm not sure how many I'm going to need to fill the spreader. Certainly spending some money at the moment. Yeah, let's get this spreader filled up, and then I'm going to go and spread those 2 fields we own with lime. So we've got the drilling done there. We also spread both fields with lime, so that one just needs rolling now, but I think the rollers are a bit too expensive to buy. That one also needs drilling, but I don't think I'll do it as canola again because it was canola last time, that one. Let's just have a look at the cost of the rollers just to see, out of interest. Again, alright, yeah, the cheapest one is 46,500, so this is, although we can afford it, it's not really worth it at the moment. We'd need a bit more land, I think, to justify that sort of money. It's a shame there's not a slightly smaller one for a bit less money, really, because that is, considering that's the cheapest, that's quite a big roller. It's a 12.3 metre. It's a shame it's not something like a 6 metre or even an 8 metre for a bit less money than that, but yeah, I think we're going to have to leave the rolling for now. I'll just check on the water levels in the productions. You also will have noticed that during that time lapse the helper stopped because I left the trailer a bit too close to it, so that was a bit annoying. It sat for about probably an hour in game time. Probably not quite an hour, but still a bit of a waste of money just having it sat there, but never mind because I spotted it and it's on the way again now, it's on the move, so that's fine. So yeah, that's taken quite a bit of water, and there's the other one over here which probably needs topping up as well. And the other thing is the question of where to refill the water from, because obviously I bought this water tower here to refill from, but that charges you about £2,000 almost to refill this tank. Whereas apparently you can refill from the paddy fields when they're full of water, which is an interesting thing to know. You can't fill from the pump. I did try and fill from the pump, and yeah, you can't do that, I don't think, but you can fill from the field itself when it's full. So I suppose we could try and, can we flood it now, or will it, do we have to, no, well, let you fill it at the moment. Probably have to cultivate it first then, and then try and fill it, and then that'll be free, I think, free water, which is good. If that's the case, I don't really need the water tower anymore, so what I might do is sell that, get a little bit of money back. Not a lot of money, but it's a little bit extra, £700. So yeah, we'll sell that, I think. Shouldn't really have bought it, I don't think. I think I should have probably just waited to, or I was going to go to the river obviously, but if we can fill from our own field, that's a bit of a bonus. That's good. So yeah, what we'll do, I think I'll cultivate that field and just see if it will allow me to fill it. I don't know whether it will. If it does, we can use that as our water source, which is a bit cheeky, I suppose, but if it works, it works, doesn't it? So yeah, let's get our top field cultivated. I won't do them all, I'll just do this one for a start, just to see if it will allow me to fill it, flood it with water. So let's do that now. Well, I've got it cultivated, but it's not looking terribly good. There's a lot of areas which don't seem to have worked. I don't know why. It worked last time I did it. It was all nice and neat, but this time it's left a load of bits, so I don't know what that's about. That's a bit strange. Can we fill it? Oh, we can. Oh, well, that's interesting. Yeah, maybe that, I don't know whether that's just a glitch or something, but I don't know why some of the rice is still showing even though I've cultivated it. Like I say, last time I used this cultivator it was fine. How odd. Anyway, I wonder if we can refill yet, or whether maybe we have to wait until it's fully flooded before it'll work. I have also noticed that the helper is almost full as well, so we need to make sure that gets unloaded, and then we'll probably have another trip to the port to do. Right, so you can see there's water in it because it's splashing. And wow, yes, somehow it is refilling. Wow. I wonder if this will get patched, or whether this is going to be how it's going to stay. Because if it does, that's really good. It's not costing us anything. It's free water and we don't have to go anywhere. Literally just right here. So that's a good thing. Really, really happy about that. So yeah, I'm glad I sold the water tower. It's a shame I bought it in the first place, really. I didn't really need to buy it, it turns out. But never mind. It wasn't too expensive. I did spend almost £2,000 on the water from it as well, so yeah, that was a bit of a rip-off, really. Anyway, yeah, let's go and unload the... Oh, is it finished? Almost finished. There's a strip that it didn't do for some reason, but apart from that, it's finished. Oh, and there's a bit here as well. Let's just do that bit. Might as well try and get as much money as we can out of this contract. I should think we have harvested enough to finish the contract, but like I say, if we harvest this bit as well, it's just extra money. So I'll get this done, we'll get unloaded into the trailer, and then I'll head off to the port and get it delivered. I don't know whether it's all going to fit though. I might have to do 2 trips, which will be a bit annoying. But I don't think this is all going to fit into one trailer load. It'll be typical if it's just not quite enough, and if I'd filled the first trailer load to 100% rather than 95%, probably would have been enough, but yeah. I don't think so. Looking at how full the trailer already is, I don't think this is going to be anywhere near enough to, or the trailer's got nowhere near enough space in it, because we've got 32,000 litres of spinach on board at the moment, which is quite a lot. So yeah, I think I'll be making a couple of trips to the sell point, and I'll see you once the contract is complete. Well, after a lot of driving later, we are finally here with the final load. So let's get this sold and find out how much we can make from the spinach. That's the contract finished, and we made an additional, almost 8,000 from that. The other thing I could have possibly done, although it's put me off because of the rice incident, where we actually made less, quite a lot less as well. But you could have, we could have used the spinach, taken it back to the yard and used it in the production to make spinach bags, but I'm not sure whether it's going to be worth it. The price for that is, well, the best price is 2,376 in February, and it uses, no, not that, 100 times spinach, which makes 45 bags. I'm not good enough to do that maths in my head, but I wonder if that's worth it or not. I doubt it, based on my previous experience of doing the rice. What was it, the rice bags? These, not worth it. Won't be doing them again, I don't think. Not unless they tweak the numbers. But yeah, there we go, that's the contract finished, so we can turn that in. Completed. So we get an additional almost 6,000 for that. There we go. which brings us now up to 83,400 again, which is not too bad. So yeah, we've got that field ready to plant. We've got that one which we've just drilled with canola. We've got obviously the 3 rice fields which need to be cultivated. Yeah, so and we've got one more soybean field, haven't we? The new soybean field, which is almost ready to harvest, but that not yet. That isn't. That's going to be not until soybeans. Where are they? Harvest season. Oh wow! Not until October probably. October and November for soybeans. So that's very late. Not even next month. How is the wood production? Have we got another pallet yet or not? Any beams? I mean, still not quite. We're on 800. We need to get to 1,000 for those. But eventually we'll be selling these. September will be the month to sell the wood, I think. Got the planks, and we've got some beams coming. We've got this spreader again, like I said, which we're going to probably sell because it is tiny, and it was a good starting out one. But now we've got the big one here. We'll just use this for lime and fertilizer, so we probably don't need it for. We don't need that one anymore, so we'll use this one for both. So I think that'll probably do for today. We've kind of got to a point now where I can continue, but it feels like we've kind of got to a point where it's a good time to stop for the day, I think. Here we go, it's full of water now. Not that we're going to be planting this until next year, but at least it's done. It's cultivated, ready for next year. The water will drain away though, again, but it means that we can just fill it with water and get free water now. So I'm pleased I found out about that. And we can keep all our productions running for free. So that's very good. But yeah, I think we'll probably leave it there for now. So I really hope you've enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one.